In today's video, I want to talk about the importance of speaking your truth and standing up for your values. Welcome to the channel, everyone. My name's Fola, and here on Deep Mind Squared, we talk all things bridging mental wellness and spirituality for nurses. I was having a conversation with my friend today about standing up in our truth and speaking, sharing out with the world what we believe and what we're standing for, and how sometimes that can backfire on us. I think it's important that we have this discussion and start to come to a place of self-acceptance and doing things no matter, I guess, what others might think. So before we get into it, I invite you to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so that you're updated on future video releases. And let us know in the comments, has there been a time where you as a nurse have had to speak your truth, even though maybe it went against what everyone else was thinking or saying? I am sure that you have come across this at one point in your practice, as this is something that does happen to us. So when we work within teams and as societies, I mean, we are just humanity, right? We got lots of people around us. Everyone's got their own personal perspective about what's right, what's wrong, and so forth. And especially now in this day and age with all this COVID vaccine stuff, people have their own perspectives and they come in with, like their previous intergenerational trauma, ancestral trauma, and their personal wounds that they are hopefully working towards healing. So it's extra important that we have this sense of compassion towards ourselves right now, because I can see this, and this is sort of why I went off a lot of the social media, was that people are coming in very strong with their views. And important part, I think, is to have a sense of neutrality when it comes to speaking. And it's easy for us to want to share our perspective because we all want to be seen, we want to be heard, and I think we deserve to be seen and heard. But it needs to be in a caring and neutral space, a place where there's acceptance, where people can share what they want to in a way that's respectful to one another and non-judgmental. But what happens when you're feeling excluded because you have shared something, you feel the need to speak your truth? I think this is part of that risk, especially as, say, a trailblazer. This is an area that I've been kind of hovering at that edge for quite some time. I've shared my views about certain topics and my beliefs. And what I've learned on my journey is that a lot of people might not like what we have to say. And that's their own lesson. That's their thing. They are allowed and entitled to their opinion. And that might mean that certain relationships in our life might be cut out. And the way I kind of see it is, if that person is meant to be in my life, then they will be there, and that they'll accept me and I will accept them exactly as they are. So speaking your truth, it will support you. It might exclude you at times, but know that you are going to start to bring to you the people that actually are the true network of support and care and that compassion and acceptance. And that ultimately is going to lead you to really feeling this sense of purpose and feeling connected to your higher self. So I would encourage you, check in with yourself before you just start going out and putting all these things out into the interwebs and sharing everything. Check in with, where am I saying this from? Is this really truly my belief? Is this somewhat societal belief that I've just carried on the egregor or the thought form of that entity? Because that's personally what I think of a lot of this stuff when it comes to vaccine and COVID and all these mandate policies. It's just a segregating or splitting energy. And that's because we ourselves feel segregated and split. So how can we check in intuitively to know when it's the time to speak and if it's our actual truth to speak? And then when we need to know to be silent and when we need to know to be speaking up about it. Sometimes that can be a challenge. What I've learned on my journey is silence is oftentimes the answer. So if you can learn to just shut the fuck up and not say anything, then I think you learn a lot from that experience. Except obviously if it's really, someone's at harm's way or whatever, which I think is the main thing when it comes to nursing, is that we are sometimes in situations where we need to advocate and we need to share what we know and what we believe at that point, even if it goes against like the doctors or other healthcare professionals on the team. And I think that's important to learn how to say it in a way that can be non-judgmental again. So effective communication is always a bonus here. Again, let us know in the comments, what do you think about this topic and where do you stand? Are you someone who is open about maybe different beliefs or views that are societal based? And how are you going about speaking that truth while still maintaining a sense of sanity and a sense of connection? And feel free to like and share this video with anyone you think might need to hear this message today. And I look forward to seeing you all in another video. Take care.